Today, I'm putting my relationship to the test by setting up a secret camera to see if my wife is really being faithful or if she's got something to hide. I always believed that trust was the foundation of a strong marriage. For 5 years, Emily and I had built a life together. We had shared vacations, long nights of laughter, and countless memories. But lately, something had changed. She was always on her phone, smiling at texts she never shared. She started working late more often, coming home with the faintest scent of a cologne I didn't recognize. I brushed it off at first. Maybe I was overthinking. Maybe stress at work was making me paranoid. But when she started locking her phone, something she had never done before, the doubts became unbearable. One night, as she stood in the kitchen, giggling at something on her screen, I asked casually, "Who's that?" She quickly turned off the phone, forcing a smile. "Oh, just a friend from work. You don't know him." Him. A cold knot formed in my stomach. I had to know the truth. I decided to set up a hidden camera in our living room. It was a small, discreet device tucked behind a bookshelf out of sight, but with a perfect view of everything. The next morning, I kissed Emily goodbye and pretended to leave for work. Instead, I parked my car down the street and waited. Hours passed. My palms were sweaty as I kept glancing at my phone, waiting for the live feed to show something. Then, at 2:15 p.m., a sleek black car pulled into our driveway. A man stepped out, tall, well-dressed, confident. Her ex? I clenched my fists. Emily opened the door, looking around nervously before pulling him inside. I tapped my phone, turning up the volume on the camera feed. "Did he suspect anything?" the man asked, his voice low. Emily laughed softly. "Number, he trusts me too much." My heart pounded. She led him to the couch. They sat close to close. Her hand touched his arm, then his chest. And then, before I could even process it, she kissed him. The woman I loved, the woman I had given everything to. Kissing another man on our couch. I had seen enough. My hands trembled as I stepped out of the car and walked straight to the front door. My heart was no longer racing, it was ice cold. I knocked, hard. Inside, I heard a shuffle, frantic whispers, footsteps. Emily's voice, nervous and strained. "It's him!" The door opened, and there she was, her face pale, her lips slightly parted in shock. Behind her, he stood frozen, guilt written all over his face. "Oh my God, you're home early," she stammered. I pulled out my phone, hit play on the video, and watched her eyes widen as she saw herself on the screen. Her face crumpled. "I can explain." "Explain what?" I cut her off. "That you lied? That you betrayed me? That you laughed about it?" Tears welled in her eyes, but they didn't move me. I turned to the man. "Get out." He hesitated. I said, "Get the F out of my house." Asterisk? He left in a hurry. Emily reached for my hand, but I stepped back. "Was any of it real?" I asked, my voice hollow. She sobbed. "I made a mistake." "No," I said. "You made a choice." And just like that, our marriage was over. The divorce was quick. Painful, but quick. Emily tried calling, texting, begging for forgiveness. I ignored every message. It took time, but I healed. And in the end, catching her red-handed was the best thing that ever happened to me. Because now, I was free. What would you do if you were in this situation? Let me know in the comments.